To you, good afternoon, good evening to you, depending on when you will be watching the lifestyle segment. I am Ayo, bringing you every conversation I can bring your way today. As you all know, on the lifestyle segment, we talk about topics ranging from relationship, parenting, and everything at all that has to do with lifestyle. And once again, I have brought this really interesting conversation your way this morning. But then I will not be talking about this alone, because today we'll be looking at underrated and stereotyped professions in Nigeria currently as we speak. And you see, there are a lot of jobs, there are a lot of designations that is not applicable to some gender. Like in Nigeria today, you hardly see where you personal driving. You hardly see female taking up certain professions because they are underrated for female and they are stereotyped for male. So joining me in the session today is no other person than the one and only Folashade Owolabi, aka Chinko artist. That is as in, if you don't know Chinko artist, I don't know which part of the world that you belong to. She's an artist, she's an actress, at the same time an educator, but I won't be telling you all about her. I will leave her to do the introduction herself. Good morning, Folashade. How are you doing this morning?
Fine. Good morning.
It is good to have you join us in the studio today. So we'd like to say hello to our viewers before we commence the session.
Hello, everyone. My name is Folashade Owolabi, aka Chinko. I'm an artist, I'm an educator, and I'm an actress also.
All right. So before I tell you, before we go into the show, I know I have I have a video of some of the things that you have done, and it amazes me that how can a woman do all of these things? Sometimes I ask myself, who is this lady? Like, she's doing all of these things all by herself, even to the one that I have seen with my koro eyes. So in a short while, in a few seconds, you'll be seeing an overview of some of the things that Folashade has done. And it will amaze you that a woman will be doing all of these things. Like, it is going to shock you. So very quickly, let's see some of the things that she has done. Then we'll come to her and ask how you started this journey of artistry, how it has been, and how it is going. Very quickly, let's have the video. All right, welcome back to the show. So you've been able to see the amazing things that Folashade has done. So I want to come to you now. Well, what is the motivation behind this journey for you? How did you start your journey to becoming an artist? What were the challenges that you faced in between? So let's start from how and then to the challenges.
Well, I've been doing that. Let me start from drawing. I've been drawing since I was little, and I don't want to say it's an innate something, because people will be like, they didn't born you with it. How will somebody be born and I'm born an artist or stuff like that? So I know I've been drawing since I was little. Then gradually, but my drawing aspect is not as if I've foreseen it that I want to become an artist. Initially, I was just drawing, and that drawing aspect, I said, okay, what do you want to be in future? I want to be an architect. I want to be an architect. I want to be an architect. So in the long run, secondary school days, while I'm to get admitted into the SS class, cause my admission was delayed, and I resumed late with them. So I was told there's no space in science class, because if you want to go for an architect, you have to start as a science student, because of the geography and the further math aspect and some other subjects like that. So, and because there was no space for me, I have to, okay, but you've been drawing now. Why don't you just divert into being an artist? So that's where the artist journey starts from.
All right, so that was your journey to artistry. But then, what were the major challenges? Just imagine you went home now and you tell mommy, I don't know, maybe it happened to you.
Yes, exactly. Like
some of us, it is you have to become a doctor, or it is you have to become a lawyer. And imagine you getting home and you tell mommy, mommy, the thing is that I want to become an artist. So what was the reaction of her mommy and all of that?
True. Yeah, right. That's where it starts from. That's where the challenge starts from. Like when it is said that, okay, what do you want to be in? What do you want to become in the future? What do you want to be in future? And I'll be like, artist, I want to become an artist. Even without saying it, she will always see me draw. And she'll be like, oh, you drawing? Always drawing. Can't you do something else? There is lawyer, there is doctor. Can't you do another profession than drawing? But the only saving stuff that I have was, the only saving grade I have was, my results are always good. Like, my results are good. Aside the drawing aspect, math, English, I'm the best in class. So as a class representative, so I was doing well in all my subjects, not the art aspect alone. But she's just like, so with that, if we are asked to get any material like paint or something like that, and I get to I want to lie to her. I want to buy one textbook or English textbook. I don't have a workbook, blah, 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 blah. So once she give me the money, I'll just get the paint or pencil or anything. So, but I will not tell her directly. I'm not, be with her. Yeah, I can't tell her directly I can't tell her directly that, mommy, I want to buy paint, or I want to buy brush, I want to buy pencil or buy something. So, and then I have a friend, saving friend thing. That is an artist. It was in university back then, Laspotech. So Moses Babalola. So he helped me whenever I have assignment that I know is kind of challenging. I don't think I can do it. So you can do it. This is how he put me through on how to do it. In fact, he will give me some of his material that I should take to school. So when my art teacher sees it, he'll be like, where did you get something like this? Where did you get it? I'll be like, he's my brother.
Okay. Brother.
So, like that, I have people that have been coming my way to help me, like seeing it that a female that I'm so committed, I want to know this thing, I want to do it. So God will always send someone.
Definitely. So before we come to the part of a female artist, like I started with, there are some professions that are stereotyped to a gender. Where you say you want to become a chef, and you're a girl now, you should know how to cook. Exactly. But then I met with someone on Sunday, a guy who told me that he's a chef. I was taken aback. Guy, it is strange. The same way when you hear about female vulcanizers, be like, a female doing vulcanizing and all of that, people would always raise eyebrow. Before I come to that question, I want to ask, when mommy finally came to a point that, like, this is what she wants to do, let's just leave her to do this. At what point did mommy came to that realization to allow you to do your thing, that you can boldly flaunt it to her face, and she has no choice again?
After secondary school, I think even before that, and when people see what I do, and I draw, that the Adeboye Oyedepo, like I have that drawing in my sketch pad. And when people say, they'll be like, back then I wasn't even doing drawing alone, I was writing. I write too. I write poem and so on. So once there is a opportunity or chance for presentation in church, so I always present in spoken words and poem like that. And the drawing aspect, when I draw and show people, and they're like, they have to tell my mom that, hey, this is your daughter. Let her do what she knows how to do best. So let her do it. No, this is beautiful. A female doing something like this. So with what people were saying and like that, my mom was like, okay, if that is the way, let her do it. So she started feeling like, my daughter can draw. My daughter can paint. My daughter can do this. So with the feedback that she has gotten, and when I got into the university also, so she just have to start encouraging that. But at the long run, she was like, it's not for Nigeria here alone. It takes connection.
About Japan.
It takes connection. Once you are connected, I pray God will connect you to the right people. I pray God will, like that, this is your work, eh? It's not something that is common, no. If you don't do it, but now that you are doing it, so like that, I was surprised that, but at first, so you don't want me to do this thing.
The Lord that ministered to her.
But at first, you don't want me to do this. You're like, it's a good work. Actually, it's a good work. But so like that.
So let's now a job that is stereotyped to men in a men's like as you are now, you are in a men's world. In fact, I don't even know you do spoken words, and I really look forward to your spoken words.
Honestly, I can just give you a short clip of it. There is one that I wrote for a very long time. I tag it as my vision or mission. Let me see. Yeah.
Quickly before we come back to that female question, because I'm really interested in that.
Okay. I'll use my innovation to create. I'll use my sorry. Let me just try and remember, because I still kind of recited to someone 2 days ago.
Wow.
So well, let me see. I now still remember.
All right. So now let's pick it up on living in a men's world. What were because I know we had this conversation before we started this show, and you were saying something like you were the only female amongst those people that you finished secondary school together, and going to the higher institution, a female in a men's world. I have an artist friend, he's a guy, but because we feel like some creativity are limited to a gender.
Yeah.
So how was the feeling like for you doing a job that is stereotyped to men? What was it like for you? Were you at some point discouraged? Did you at some point feel like you are in competition with these guys? What was the reaction from the guys to you? Are they looking down on you like, you this tiny small girl in a world of men? What do you want to achieve? So what was the experience like for you in a men's world?
For that, honestly, I really enjoyed that aspect, because this is how it started. I'm the only female.
Wow.
I have elder brother and a younger brother. We are 3 now.
So it should not be a big deal that you are in a men's world.
With that, I remember they are the only one I have. So we play together alone in the watching all this cartoon, Tom and Jerry, Ben 10, Z-World. Not Z-World, that one just say, but watching cartoon and Spider-Man, Superman, like that, clothes. So we play what we watch, as child, what we watch then. So we want to practice it while playing, ish, like that. So fighting. So I'm used to that, guys, something living among them. So even in my dressing and everything, I feel so comfortable.
Now I understand better. I understand why you're always looking like tomboy.
Honestly, I've changed. I've really changed. When we talk about tomboy, come to my secondary school days and my 100 level days in school, 200 level. You won't see me. I don't like slippers. I put on shoes. Like, I'm comfortable in trouser. And it's not as if I really want to, but probably my stature or my look. I'm a sports person also. While in school, I did high jump. I did I played football while in secondary school. So during my service also, I played volleyball. I do sports. I'm a sport person. I like sports so much. So I feel so comfortable in trouser, like round neck. Once I just wear round neck, I'm good to go. I don't need to do all this powder and makeup or whatever. I don't have time.
You won't have to be waiting for 1 million years.
I don't have time.
To the church.
So once I just get dressed like that, I feel so. And for the guys, I have most of my friends are guys. Like while in school back then, let me say, okay, in secondary school, as I said earlier, the SS1 were much. Almost all the class want to do art because they feel like art is
That's
not to
simple.
draw, it's not to draw. They want to draw. But by the time we finish SS3, I noticed that we're just three. Isegbe Mejato, Salami Kodri, and I, the three of us that did fine arts as SSC WAEC. So, and I am the only one. I had B2. Then the rest of them B3 and like that. So I have guys as my friend mostly. Likewise in university days, most of them are most of my friends are guys. Like I work around, though I have females though, but for females, even at home, they will cobalize me that my mom will come and beat me that. You people gossip too much.
Guys don't gossip.
But for guys, I mean, they keep secret like top notch. You know, all these guys talk like they even carry me along. See that baby. After doing like, let me help you to work that one out.
Imagine.
Something like that. So I so much feel comfortable with guys around. I mean, like guys are my
wow. So there was really no much difficulties with being in a men's world because you grew up with guys. You know, I think to some extent I have that experience because while growing up, I grew up with my brother, my cousins, all guys. So sometimes to some extent my disposition, the way I handle things, I handle it in such a way that guys would. Like I remember that then growing up, there's this cousin of mine that was living with us then. You did something wrong, you would Oga come here. What was the meaning of that? But if it had been girls, you bottle it up, you keep malice about it. You know, there won't be need to communicate. So my growing up with guys really helped me to express myself. Like my brothers will say that. So this is what you should have talk now. Why are you now acting as if you talk? Let's open your mouth and talk. So that has really helped to shape my mindset, and it also lets me into the world of men. That girls are thinking of this. This is how guys are taking it.
Yes,
They're not even taking it as a big deal as you are even taking it. But then let's look at. I believe that every profession has its own fears. Now, was there any point where you feel like as an artist, is there a future in this thing? Was there any time like that where you call yourself to order and you say, Folashade, you're an artist. Is it this drawing that you'll be drawing for life? Has there been any point where you feel like, no, maybe I should have done something better?
Yes, honestly, there's always challenge in anything you are doing, everything like that, because it's just like, okay, let me start with a scenario like this. After service and everything, you know, when I did my service at Akure. So while I was at Akure, I quickly found, on my way there, I saw a art gallery, Dido art gallery. So I walked in and I checked, I talked to the man like that. So I took some of my paintings there. I tried to talk to the man that if he accepts corpers like to do their PPA with him. So he said he will work on it, that he don't know how it goes. So I tried to talk to him. He worked on it, but I was not privileged to do my PPA there. So, but once I leave my PPA was in a school, Westford College. So I take them at also CCA. So once I leave school, my next move is to that PPA. Hallelujah. And so with that, I have clients already. I was doing fine. I was, dropped my artworks there and so on. So, or something along the line came up, and my mom was like, after service, I have to come back to Lagos. And where will I start for? What will I do? Like nothing. For like 6 months, a year, I wasn't doing anything. I didn't even draw. Though drawing was coming in for people that I know from Akure that I still want to do portraits. It was still coming in, but my vision then that after service, I want to have my own studio. I want to have my own. Let me start with studio, even if I don't have gallery yet. But let me start with studio, whereby I have where I do my works, and from there I can have an exhibition and like that. So, but the thing is, after service, you know, parents' expectation that after service I will say, stuff like that. And aside that, she will be like, like our own point of view about it is after school that I should look for where to work that will be paid. Meanwhile, mine is not that I will be paid. I will get people that will even work for me, and I will be the one paying them. So it's a great challenge. We thank God that nevertheless, even while doing it, I am like, okay, our own primary purpose is just for me to get income, just for me to get source of income. And even to do this art is expensive. Will I do a painting now and call it for someone 500k and the person will not like? So, but one way or the other, I was like, okay, since I have I did education, I went to an education school, I have the certificates of education, and it's still art. Okay, even if I want to divert or I want to do something else to get source of income, at least in a another means of income, then why I do my art also? Okay, let me do education. Let me teach, and while teaching, I don't think I want to do the full time, so it won't take much of my time. It won't take the whole day. So I started doing the part-time, doing the PT. I do my artwork, and I like a quiet place, so I do that most time in the midnight or days that I know I'm not going to work today. I'm free. So
all right. Because of our time,
I think I remember
the song. Okay,
the rhymes.
The rhymes. All right. Quickly go ahead with the rhymes, and I'll ask. This is most likely going to be my final question on this conversation. Because of our time, so please go ahead. Okay. Finally, the Lord has brought the revelation for the rhyme. So go ahead and give it to our viewers.
I'll use my innovation to build my generation with impeccable correction to seal up corruption. In devil's ambition, I'm an abomination. Even is an abomination in my vision and mission to bring peace to the nation. With this wonderful, wonderful something help me, oh Lord, not to go in wrong direction.
Wow. Oh, that's actually beautiful, because a lot of people that I know who are into art, they are either songwriters.
Yeah.
A lot of artists that I know. This my friend that I spoke about earlier, Soul Tunes. Soul Tunes is an artist. Like, this guy is gifted. He's an artist, and he sings so well that you'll be listening to him and say, Soul Tunes, are you sure you are meant to do it? And he's a Cotonou guy. Are you sure you are meant to be born in this Africa? You're supposed to be from another planet entirely, from another world entirely. So I know artists are gifted. So my final question is going to be on the future of artists. Should I say the future of artists or the future of art? And you highlighted something the other time. You said art is expensive. Now, I have somebody who is watching me currently, who is thinking of, this is a passion for me. I can draw. I like drawing, but I am afraid that what if I do, like you said, something that if you finish a painting and because it is expensive, and you tell somebody this is going to cost 500,000 naira, how many persons will be willing to buy it? The reason is because people do not value these arts. People just like, the only thing that should be in my house is my picture. Even my picture, say, you are going to the extreme. So somebody now is watching that, okay, now I have passion for this thing. I want to go and study it in school. But I am afraid that on the long run, what if it is not as lucrative? It is not bringing in money as it is expected. What will I be doing? Like, what then is the essence of going for it? So what would be your response to such person? How do you think we can do, what do you think people can do towards the business of arts? How do you think people can make more money from it while they are pursuing their passion as an artist? How do you think they can actually do these two at the same time, making money from it? So I've actually compressed so many questions together like that. So I hope that you receive the grace to answer it.
This question is very broad, actually, because let me start like this. This is actually a topic for another day.
Yeah.
Like, what's art and AI? We have AI now.
Definitely.
AI art.
Yeah.
So there are some people that actually, when they do this AI art, you think, if they tell you that I drew this, you will not argue with it. You'll be like, wow, this person is a great artist. Blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, it is AI. Now, the last I went for artists get together not quite long ago. So we are talking about AI taking over artists. That what will be our, what's going to be artist trope, or what are we going to do? How do we, because AI never conserve, so they do painting and they sell is kind of challenging. Now that we have AI whereby people will do art and it's kind of cheap, you'll be like, since it's AI, I can change my picture to cartoon and do this, and it will look beautiful. I'll just print it out and it's good to go. And another scenario I want to bring in is dear Mama Nike, the Nike Art Gallery that we have at Ikate on the island here. There's something about art. There's something about art that, we have some people that they love art so much. Like, when you see art, if you are art lover, that you know art, but you might not be able to do it too. You might not be able to express, like, do the painting or the drawing. But when you see it, you know that, yes, this is real art. This is confirmed art. We still have people in existence like that when they see art, they appreciate it. And, for people that appreciate art, there is no, they don't care. There is no amount you call it or no price. They'll be like, okay, I'll buy it, or they will even give you more. And how will you achieve this? The thing is, if you are someone that likes drawing, for me, while I was in school, I'll tell you that this art stuff was even helping me, because while I was in school, I would draw people, like, if you want to gift your loved ones for birthday, your mom, or this or that. So they want something different. Don't do picture. Like, you go and do picture, they've seen it. How long? Even the picture that you print out, once water touch it or something, or it stays so long. Go and check all these old pictures that we have that are black and white. If you look at them now, most of it, even the ones that are framed. So, but art, when you do artwork, when you do pencil work, especially when you do like this, that even artworks that are of old age have more value than what you just did now. For me, having a painting, some of these paintings that you showed now, some of my works are works of 5 years or more than the ones I did during school. Then, if I bring them out and I want to exhibit them and I want to sell them, if then I was looking at it for like, let me say 200. Now, if I bring it out, and I just frame it and I clean it and I just hang it and I'm to sell it. Do you know that it's worth more than
it was before? So that means the value for arts increase per time. Yes. It's just like our landed properties.
Exactly.
That when you buy a land, the value doesn't diminish; it increases. So the value for art as well increase.
So for someone that is into art, come on, you have gold, you have treasures, like you have raw treasure, raw gold that when it is refined, like the truth is you can't well, I don't think I've seen someone do an exhibition and you don't have at least one or two works sold for your during exhibition or something. And again, is being an artist, the truth is you can how will I put it? You can it's not something that you regret. It's not something that you regret because art is life.
No.
Art is, I mean, I can be bored and I'll be like what do I want to do? Once if I should open my person, you always find something that I know that one way or the okay, anything can just let me just say and so art is something that you will not even regret ever doing it. You will never regret doing it. So if you are in that line that you are joining and you still want to proceed in doing that during school and after school, come on, I'll congratulate you.
Yeah, definitely. You see, one beautiful thing that I like about art is that, like you said your mom was waiting for you to, she was waiting that she's done with service now. Oh yeah, go and get a job and come and get paid. That's what practically most parents are waiting for. Now my daughter is done with school. What is expected of her is to go and look for a job, get a good job, start getting money. After when you start getting money, the next thing is for you to go and get married. But I like the fact that if artists can actually, if people who want to venture into fine and creative art, right, people want to venture it, they should go into it, not basically because of what they want to get,
the money,
but because of the value that they will be giving. Because you started something that art is life. This thing is more durable than most of our pictures. So if something is more durable, it means that it can increase in value. Water cannot clean, it will not fade off, it will remain as it is. At the same time, I would like that people go into art with an entrepreneur mindset. That as I'm venturing into fine arts, I am going to learn. By the time I get back, it is going to create employment opportunities for a lot of persons out there, because there are a lot of persons that they want to learn this thing. They have the passion. They want to learn, but because school is too expensive for them to channel their passion, because you have learned it, you have established it, you can have those people come and learn it as a skill from you.
Yes, this is exactly what skill. This is exactly what I'm picturing in future. Like for me, I've seen it that in this country you have dancing school, like just purely for dance, not that you come here and you do math and English. It's only when we have dancing class like that. So same thing application we can have, it's a vocational stuff. So same thing, and this vocation, it's also skilled, like it's a special one, not just any other vocation. So I'm looking at it, I'm picturing it in future, that whereby, thank God I did education also. So whereby I'll just have that school of arts, like school of arts, just for art, purely art, whereby we have painting. If it's painting you want to go into, if it's sculpture you want to go into, if it's graphics, just about art alone, textile, adire. So it's going to be for art, not that we'll do English is a must. If a child, it's not all these children that parents will start beating that, you don't know your maths, you don't know your English, you don't know French, you don't know Yoruba, you cannot speak Yoruba very well, this and that. So even for these, our native language now, you see them going outside there and they are teaching and they are getting their money big time. So even likewise in this art of a thing, when we have that, we have a lot of children, especially, they like colors, they love it. I take schools, like I take some schools like their kids, the primary section, whereby when it is art class, once they just see me in school, they are happy. They know that they are going to do something. So why not, let's try and bring them or nurture them in that aspect. Some child, you just see that all they know how to do is just concentrate on phone. You should read what that child is doing, that okay, this child, this is what you want to be in future, this is what you want to. You don't have to read what they are doing, and you can know that okay, this is what this child is going to drive into. Not that you now make it compulsory that man, so you get a math teacher, extra class, extra something. So you don't need it.
Just for the basics. You see, there are a lot of conversations that we are supposed to have, but hopefully we are going to bring on another time. And that is on what you cited. A lot of artists now are afraid that there's competition. There's competition between the people who can use their creativity, the brain that God has given to them to do this thing, and there's competition with technology. Technology is coming that you place your real life drawing and the one that is done by AI, and you really cannot tell the difference.
Have you even imagined that after working and your client will not tell you that no, this is AI, no, you did not do this. This and that, this AI that I use, this AI that I use, this is not real painting. I mean, what will someone be in that kind of situation?
I hope that there's going to be another time for us to have that conversation, because that conversation, it is, it is something that we must sit and deliberate on. There is now the advent of technology. There are a lot of professions today that if care is not taken, the next 10, 15 years, they will no longer exist again, because there is artificial intelligence to take care of it. So we will have that conversation. But now, on a final note, I want to hear your final word on artistry. At the same time, I would like that you pitch yourself in a short while on the things that you do and how people can reach you.
Okay. This painting of a thing now, being an artist, I'm a painter specifically, because when we talk about art, we have area of specialization. If we are going to be a painter or a sculptor, a ceramist, or a graphic design, or a drama artist, and so on and so forth. But for me, I specialize on painting, and not this painting of art alone. I do house painting too.
Whoa.
I paint house. I fix 3D wallpaper and mural painting. Anything that has to do with painting, drawing. Yes, I do shoemaking.
Whoa. have you seen what we are talking about? Like, she's multi-dimensional. You are super
and
talented.
there is no artist that does not have one music. There is no artist that does not divert a bit into music stuff. So I sing.
Okay. So this part of I talk about it.
Alongside the instrument aspect, I play drum sets. You know, you only have one instrument or the other. Because most artists, you see them, they play guitar, keyboard, like that, sax also. But I play drum sets. So I do